This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so we got Drake getting the key to Memphis. Amidst all this, amidst the Drake's the plague, okay? Nobody wants to mess with Drake anymore. But Memphis stepped up and said, nah, we love you, Drake. Your dad's from Memphis. There's this narrative going around that academics are talking about that, hey, it's not about the beef anymore. It's about Drake. Get Drake out the game. Drake's done. Drake's not cool anymore. And he seems to say that a lot of media outlets got the memo and they're running with that narrative. There's probably some truth to that. There was a murmur, obviously, in the industry, and a lot of people jumped on board. Rick Ross, someone who claims to be the realist. This is someone who stands by people when they're at their lowest and stands up for what's right sometimes. In this situation, he just worked with Drake like a year or two ago, right? He was just praising Drake 6 months ago on Drink Champs. Things don't change that fast with everybody, you know? Like, there is a movement going on. Like, let's take the beef aside. We know Kendrick won, right? We know that. But Drake didn't have a chance to begin with, and he took the bait. I'm kind of shocked that Drake didn't realize. See, that's why it's not good to react so fast sometimes, right? Because and I get he was like, yo, let's just get this over with. I just got off tour. Let's do this, right? Let's do this thing with Kendrick, right? But I'm gonna say, like, now hindsight's always 2020, right? Like, it's always easier to see things later and more clear. I bet you he realizes now, like, I could have never won this battle. Ever. I could have never won this battle because there was already a movement against Drake. Future, Weeknd, Rick Ross, Metro Boomin, we already knew that. But there was all these underlings. A$AP Rocky, he alienated A$AP Rocky by going at A$AP Rocky and Rihanna on, you know what? Some of this Drake brought on himself. It's just very, I don't understand why people don't see how crazy this really is. I think a lot of people, even fans, were sick of Drake winning. And there's just times where they want to shift. And we'll talk about that at the end of the video. Let's get through the rest of the video. Young Chop, we saw him fighting in jail. Young Chop's been in jail for a minute, bro. 4 years, I think. Remember when he let off those shots from his porch when he was losing his mind and talking crazy online and everything? Taking Ubers to go through 21 Savage's hood because he was trying to have beef with 21 Savage. That landed him in jail, and now he's fighting ops in jail. Because he's creating ops in jail. I've never been to jail like that, and I don't want to, okay? I think you just automatically have enemies. Diddy drops his lawsuit against Sean John. Diddy is done, dude. Like, this is one guy that's done, bro. He had a $60 million lawsuit against Sean John, which he created. Let's see here. $60 million lawsuit. Former clothing line continues to battle multiple sexual assault allegations. So he founded this brand in the middle of 1998. He sold 90% stake to Global Brands Group in 2016. In 2021, he filed a number of lawsuits against the company, claiming they misused his image and likeness to market Sean John without his consent. I thought he bought it back after they were done with it, because I think he bought it back at a cheaper price. The Harlem mogul later took back control of the company, purchasing it for $7.5 million following Global Brand Group's bankruptcy, but continues his legal fight. Jeez, dude, you won. Are you serious? I think he sold it for like $90 million and then bought it back for $7 million, something like that. It was something crazy. How are you gonna win a lawsuit against a company that is bankrupt anyways? What, you're going after their other assets that are being liquidated? Anyways, obviously using your image didn't work anyways, because they ended up losing money. I don't get that one. I think that was just a petty lawsuit, honestly. Cardi B wins the Hollywood Unlocked Impact Award. Rightfully so, right? She made an impact. Then she gets on stage, though, and she's like, nobody has it harder than rap girls because you're always battling your ops, your rap girl. No, girls create their own problems sometimes in rap. It seems like girls can never get along. They get along temporarily, and then once that relationship has served its purpose, they move on. I've never seen like rap girls really get along for a long period of time. It dates back to Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown, and I think maybe like in the 90s they seemed to get along. Like, you know, when you had like Queen Latifah and you had Salt and Peppa, you know, you had, you know, I don't know. I can't get on that. When rappers think they have it the hardest, yeah, it's difficult because you're managing relationships in the music business that you think they're friends, and it's really just business. See, in business, it's business. You go to work, you know, if you go to work in corporate world, you know that none of these people are your friends. You know, everyone will sell someone down the river to get a better position, right? It doesn't always feel like that in rap until it happens, you know? Feels like these people are your friends. Like, you would have thought YG and Drake are good friends, right? Nah. Future and Drake, good friends, right? No. No. Drewski and I guess Ruby Rose announced she's not with Drewski anymore. Okay. I don't care. Angel Reese spotted out with rapper G Herbo in Chicago. She must have a death wish rolling around with G Herbo. He's got ops. And then we'll get back to the thing we were talking about before. Do you remember in 2017 and 18 when they were trying to replace Nicki Minaj with Cardi B? Instead of having them both exist together, they were trying to replace Nicki with Cardi B. There was a big movement in the media to get rid of Nicki. And Nicki fought through that, kicking and screaming. And she stayed. She wasn't going to go out that easily. She had an army behind her. Drake doesn't have an army behind him. And they don't want Drake to be known as the best artist, right? They want Kendrick to be the best artist because he's a hip-hop purist. And they want him to be number one. Kendrick wants to be number one. And the industry is shifting with Kendrick right now. Now, time will tell. I think he'll always be considered lyrically number one, right? As far as songs that last and get played, not just last, get played, it'll be Drake, right? Drake will have more of an impact on this era. But Kendrick is special too. Like, all these artists are special. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like, oh yeah, Kendrick over here. Kendrick and Drake have more of an impact just in this past decade. J. Cole doesn't have as much of an impact as they do. We know that. So when they were like, oh, you know, on first person shooter, it was like, nah. It's really Drake and Kendrick. It's not J. Cole's good, but he's not. He doesn't put out enough output to be in that conversation, you know, and he doesn't have enough impact to be in that. Like, these two have way more impact than J. Cole, like double time, maybe triple time. So, you know, we all know J. Cole's nice and he's in the top rappers, but come on. But there is a narrative here that Drake's done, and Drake's music has slipped. I think Kendrick is at the same slipping point. Right now, this is a rebirth of Kendrick Lamar in 2024. Like, it's just, he's always going to be Kendrick Lamar, right? But it was just like, it's like, boom, like he just dropped again. Like he just came out again as a new artist. It's pretty interesting to see. I mean, we'll see how it all plays out. If things start to, sometimes these diss records take, so, you know, Kendrick's going for surface level stuff, right? And you could be like, oh no, it's getting deep with the lyric. Yeah, he has all these like hidden messages in his music and all that stuff, right? He's just talented like that. That just comes naturally to him. Drake is getting right to the point with deep issues that you might see later and be like, oh, he was right. Oh, he did put, you know, who knows? Maybe he did put hands on his, maybe Dave Free is that child's, you know, you don't know. So that's why I say, hey, Kendrick's winning right now. We'll see in the long run what happens, you know? I've seen people get, you know, we've seen Diddy. Diddy fell from graces. He was just love 3 years ago. And some stuff comes out and he's not love anymore. No. It's weird. Life is weird. Okay? We'll see. But, you know, we all know Kendrick won. I look forward to seeing the Not Like Us video. There's an energy with Not Like Us. Drake made a big mistake of not shooting a video to back-to-back. I think that was dumb. When it was big, he should have kept it going. But, you know, he might have been a sore winner at that point. Kendrick's song, it's like, the whole thing's a diss record. And it's talking about Drake being a pedo. It's crazy. It's crazy. Drake's feeling what he did to Meek Mill right now. That's for sure. That's for sure. Anyways. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll check you on the next one. Peace.